potential equals? Do you? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Action does. A purpose does. Okay? So I'm going to tell you a story. And I wouldn't bring a fiction story here. Okay? It's about a 5-foot, 100-pound weakling. Okay? Not even Rudy. No one even knew who he was, right? Back in the day, this was like the 20s and the 30s, the Ivy League was big, like the SEC. Notre Dame was good, West Point, the wars were going on. Well, this kid played for Dartmouth, and they finally were undefeated. Yale had won like 10 straight titles. Well, that week, they were both undefeated. They're at the end of the season. They're going to play at home for the championship. This kid gets called into the coach's office, right? Back then, it wasn't telephones and Facebook and all that, right? It was telegraph, all right? So they telegraphed. Coach said, I have some serious stuff, kid, sit down. He said, your father's died. The kid didn't mean a lot to the football team per se for the winning, so he was like, hey, you know, take your train back, we got you set back, go back, bury your father and go see your family, right? He says, okay, coach. He picks up the telegram. He goes to step out and he says, coach, I'll be back. I'll be back for the championship game on Saturday. And the coach is like, okay, you don't have to be, but okay, we'll see. Basically, he didn't think the kid would come back. The week goes, they have a good week of practice. Now, it's an old stadium. They didn't have lights then, so it's a 1 o'clock game, but it's dark out. Kind of raining like this, muddy field. In their stadium, they had a locker room in the dungeon, basically. You could hear the lights, and it was old. It's the 20s, 30s. You can dim lights and everything, and you can just hear taping. You can't hear anybody's music. They're not doing it like that. It's quiet. They're getting ready for the game. Maybe you can hear some tape. They had a little bit of tape back then. They had leather helmets, all right? So just picture it. Walks in this kid. He walks in the coach's office, Coach Mays. Wow, why are you, son? I thought you know. He goes, I buried my father. Everything's taken care of. I just want to dress down. He goes, sure, son. Your equipment, everything's still there. He goes, well, I have one request. Can I ask you something big of you, coach? He goes, sure. He goes, well, I need to play. Now, this kid's never played. No one even knows he has a number. All right? The coach is like, well, hey, I understand your father died, but that's unfair to the team to ask them to do this. He goes, coach, I got to do it. They go back and forth, and he says, basically, coach, if I don't make a tackle or we don't kick off, and I don't make the tackle on the first play, you never have to play me again. Coach said, I don't know. So it wouldn't be much of a story if he didn't let him, right? Okay? So they go out, they win the toss. He says, okay, so the kid, he runs down there and he knocks the living tail out of this guy. This stadium goes up, lightning goes off. Okay, like literally. This place erupts. They leave that kid in there and he makes every play. Yale's good. It's 0-0. He's making play after play, 0-0. 10 seconds left in the ball game. The ball's on the 1-foot line. He's playing middle backer. And everybody knows they're giving it to their All-American right up the middle. Leather helmet and all, sun glare, even though it ain't sunny. And he jumps over the pile and hits this dude square in the face. The ball fumbles. He gets it. The gun goes off halfway down the field. It's 10 seconds, right? He scores. Place erupts. Takes him out. They go down to the locker room like this, only didn't have these type of lights. And the reporters are going crazy. Everybody's going crazy. And they're pop, pop. All those cameras are going off. Give me that football. So the coach comes in. Everybody's around this kid's locker. And he comes up and he says, hey kid, was it us? We didn't know it? Like, today was the best thing I've ever seen in football. Never seen someone dominate a football game like that. Was it us? What was it today? What gave you purpose? What was it? And he says, fellas, coach, you probably didn't know, but my father was blind, and today was the first day he ever saw me play. Now, if you don't feel something right now, you leave your helmet and your shoulder pads in here, all right? A pride, do you know what pride is? I don't believe in weak links. A pride, everybody picks it, you have a role. You don't stay out here and not go out for the hunt. Join the fray. Action, purpose, action creates success. Doesn't matter what they've done, what you've done. What matters is tonight. Preparation is the mother of invention. And when I look around here, I see gentlemen that prepared you. So instead of saying something negative tonight, say something positive every time. You don't say, don't fumble. No, it's run harder. Have a purpose. Find out. I don't know what it is. Somehow find it. Why waste tonight doing it? Football's too damn hard. No offense to cross country, but that's what you be doing. We're not cheerleaders. We're football players. Join the fray. Be a part of things tonight. Make something happen. That's what it took that kid. I don't think it takes that much. Want something more than you've had already. You're lucky. You get to don a football helmet. You think one of these coaches, when they say that, all those cliches, they trade it? Are you kidding me? Especially after what I just said, I want a helmet. You gotta want it. That gun has not gone off yet. Steal the football game. Right underneath their freaking feet. And then whatever I'm smelling as I walk out there to that field, those little candles. Feel the energy and make it yours. You run the planet tonight. Hands down. Whoa! I love it, baby. Get it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Awesome.
Feel it in your heart. Let's make history. Let's play as a team.
Brothers! Let's be humble! Let's be humble! Let's go tonight! Let's play as a team! Let's feel the power! It flows to the faith! Give us strength! Give us courage! As we play! When the game is played!